Hello, everybody. Oh, hope you are all doing well. Hey, Jake, enjoy your lurk and thanks for the bits, buddy. Thank you, thank you. Hope your day is going well. Make sure you guys can hear that. Hell yeah. So we are back once again with some Labyrinth of Grisaia. We're just hammering away at Michiru's after story once again. I don't know where it's going to go from here. I don't know how to get even more crazy from where we left off. Let's just, let's just kind of recap what happened last time we played. Very quick recap. It continued on from when they were having their little sticker photo op session. Michiru was still unhappy with them, wanting to do it again. So they do it again, this time for like all the pictures, Yuji kissed her. Like very passionately, and she got into it. Got a little too into it, and then basically, without the game actually showing us, they had a quickie in the photo booth. That was the thing that happened. After that, after leaving, and pretty much on their way back to the school, Yuji kind of takes a quick little pit stop to a tiny little, basically little thrift shop thing, and picks out a snow globe for her, because, yeah, he was being nice. He was giving her something wintry for her wannabe winter date in the middle of summer, and it was really sweet. After that, Yuji kind of has a little bit of a talk with other Michiru when he goes just to check on, good old Michiru. The other one kind of appears and basically says, you know you guys fucked that up, right? That entire date was a disaster. That both of you are trying way too hard. Yuji's just kind of like, yeah, whatever. Like, you may be right, but just kind of goes on. And then Michiru kind of wakes up. She talks with her other self, and her other self's like, okay, you guys are going on another date. Set it up. I will tell you exactly what to do on this date. You will still have control of yourself, but I'm going to tell you what to do. She's going to, like, backseat, date for them. And Michiru, being Michiru, is so excited for it, she sets her alarm for, like, literally the day before. Like, literally just, like, it's not even midnight yet. It hasn't even rolled over the next day. She's already up trying to pick out outfits. And her other self is just like, oh my god. But we also got a little bit of introspection from other Michiru and how, just kind of how she is referred to for the most part. Weirdly enough, she's never given a name. She's never called even just Michiru. Like, Yuji never says, oh yeah, it's you, Michiru, or other Michiru. He just calls the other self, you. It's you. Kind of dismissing her as a person because she can't really be a person anymore. So it's kind of like it's a weird thing to try to not have her be attached to and gain her own identity again, because then that'll cause problems, because it's like, I'm in somebody else's body, I can never be a person kind of thing. I need to be content with just, being this extra voice that can occasionally take control of another girl's body. It's weird, but again, it's cool, because that's one of the things I like about Michiru, how she's got this whole thing going on with DID. Like sci-fi-esque DID, where she got the second personality from a transplant, and it's literally the other person whose heart it came from. But that's besides the point. It's a separate personality that, like, kind of wants to be a person again, wants to be treated as a separate entity, but knows she really can't. And everyone else knows that and tries just to treat them as a thing that they're just something that exists without, getting their hopes up too much. She can't lead a life. She can't lead a normal life. I don't know why I went really more in-depth with the shit about other Michiru than the rest of the route, but that just kind of shows how much what happened from what we played. That's the part that really stuck with me there. Just a little more introspection from other Michiru. But she's kind of content and happy with it now. They've come to an accord. she at least does get some freedom. She can take control every other day or so. Whatever their agreement is. Sure, it's just her borrowing Michiru's body, but clipped, I think. Oh, hey Gold, how's it going? What were you clipping? Were you clipping me saying, why am I giving more insight about other Michiru than the rest of the route? Alright. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see if they'll delve a little bit more into her before this after story ends, but meh. I need to be content with taking over another girl's body. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a nice out of context. Alright. Also, Michiru's back to being blonde. She washed all that, like, temp dye out of her hair right after the date. Like, immediately after. She's back to being a blonde again. I still haven't cut this out to be the second bleh. So just give me a minute here, okay? You gotta give me some time. Alright, so we're gonna load it up, continue on, and see if we will have to do this again tomorrow or not. But we'll find out. So let us proceed. Stop rapidly approaching my provinces. I can't speak. She desperately wants to go and wait out by the gate. Michiru's pacing anxiously around her room, shooting frequent glances over at the clock. It's currently 4 in the morning. Needless to say, her date, scheduled for 2 in the afternoon, is quite a while away. And yet... Like what?
今日はとても早起きしてしまいました。きっとこれも風見さんからいただいたツボのおかげです。2時間しか寝ていないのに全く眠くない。むしろすっきり。
I wish I could do that again.
月からの電波によって小峰幸の体にあふれるムーンパワー。今なら何だってできそうな気がします。それでは新聞紙を42回ほど折りたたむ作業に入らせていただきますね。
Literally impossible. You cannot fold a piece of paper more than, I think it's more than, how many times is it again? Is it more than 6? 7 times? A standard piece of paper can usually be folded in half 7 times. However, the number of times a piece of paper can be folded depends on the thickness and length. Yeah, theoretically, you cannot fold a standard piece of paper more than 7 times, because it's too hard. It's too thick to be able to actually get it to fold over. 12 times is the record. Someone actually managed to do it 12 times. God damn. Theoretically, it's impossible, but, well, a theory is a theory. A theory is a theory. It can be proven and disproven in multiple times. We know how that stuff goes.
みちる様、おはようございます。ですが、 まだ4時ですが、ずいぶんと早起きですね。もしやみちる様も例のパワーを？
It was actually a mathematician who did it? God damn. Get you a mathematician that will, you know, physically prove his theories for you. Never mind. Get you a mathematician who will prove her theories. They'll do practical and theoretical. She's a very long and thin sheet of paper. Okay. Still, it's very hard to fold any piece of paper more than 7 times. Not theoretically impossible. Practically, it can happen. It's just very hard. Also, I'm still kind of mad with Sachi for how she was acting with fucking Michiru earlier. Like, holy shit. Yes, it was Makina's fault, but my god, she puts way too much effort into it. Yes, it is Makina's fault, but Sachi is also partly to blame because she does it way too fucking well.
それは失礼しました。じゃあ私約束があるから行くね。みちる様、よほど風見さんのことが好きなんですね。とっても嬉しそう。嬉しいといえばこの小峰幸も月の力がみなぎっていて幸せです。
Golden, no. No, Golden, no, that's... no. How good soldiers follow orders. Oh, God. Giving me, like, Clone Wars PTSD flashbacks. I'm sorry, for a kid's show, technically, that was really fucked up. It was it's actually kind of jarring when that happens. When that happened. It was incredibly jarring when that happened. Just good lord. Oh my god, Golden, do not quote the entire fucking scene. For anyone without the context here, I'll make it very brief. In Clone Wars, in the season before they got canceled, yeah, before Disney, the last season after cancellation that they had, before, you know, the Disney Plus extra season happened, they had a little episode arc that introduced brain chips inside the clone troopers. They were obedience chips to keep them in line and stuff, supposedly. One of the troopers' chips malfunctioned, and the minute he was looking at the Jedi commander, he, in the middle of a battle, ran up to them and shot them in the head, all while saying to himself, "Good soldiers follow orders." Yeah, that's the arc that said, yeah, the clones weren't actually following orders, like, discipline-like. They literally have a chip that turns on and forces them to shoot Jedi on sight. Which is really horrifying. I mean, the entire series after that really just fucking... It's like, all after that, everything is stained, because you know that moment now. You know it's... You know why that happens. And what goes on with all the clones after that is just, oh god lord. It was never a thing of free will. They never willingly went up and killed their Jedi commanders. They just had all control taken from them, and it's just, alright, boom. And then they had to deal with the consequences after. Now, the consequences being they just slowly realize, I fucking shot them in the head. Yeah, but that clone was malfunctioning, so every now and again, he'd kind of go back to what he was doing and be like, what the fuck happened? What's going on? Just totally confused, and then he'll kind of kick in again, he would see a Jedi, and, like, immediately try to go for, like, you know, complete and utter murder them. Even if he's surrounded by literally everybody. A bunch of other clones and other Jedi, and strapped down to a medical table, he's still gonna try and go for them. Which is like, holy shit. That chip is strong. Once that chip goes on, there's no arguing with them. There's no convincing them otherwise. Once that is on, the Jedi in front of you is going to die, and anyone who gets between them is going to die. Yep. Anyway, back to Grisaia.
奥歯を噛みしめすぎたせいで若干顎が痛くなっている以外は何の問題もありません。思い込みが激しいタイプだとたまに言われますが、このパワーも思い込みなのでしょうか。いや、そんなことはありません。月には神が、創造主が。
How did you get sucked into the moon cult?
ミチル様、ミチル様。
何？どうしたの？
ミチル様は月の力を信じますか？
No!
ちょっとわからないけど。
月の裏側には巨大な建造物があり、そこには高度な文明が築かれているのはご存知だとは思います。その知的生命体、あるいは何らかの意志のようなものが。
ごめんね、サチ。これから大事な用事があるから、また今度でいいかな。
もちろんです。では気をつけていってらっしゃい。
ありがとう。じゃあね。
ミチル様ってばあんなに笑顔で。笑顔といえばこの小峰幸、月の力で笑いが止まりません。ミチル様、ミチル様。
だから何？
Oh my
そ
god.
の大事な。
月を見ていたらですね。
ねえ、その壺何？
これはツボパワーがですね。
ちょっと貸して。中に変なキノコ入ってるけど、これ
Oh.
かじった跡があるけど。
Oh. She's high.
ちょっと食べました。そうしたら体の奥からじわじわとエネルギーとエレクトロニクスが湧き出てきてしまい、そして笑いが。
Yep, she's high as a fucking kite. Usually looking at this group of girls, I could fix them. You don't fix shit. He gets them to fix themselves. That's the whole point of this. They're not going to be able to learn if he just fixes all their problems for them. He helps set them up so they can solve their own problems, or at least get on the right track to overcoming their issues. That's his thing. He's not just, I shall save you, fair maiden. Nah, he's just like, stop being dumb. Look at this. Is that how you want to be? How you gonna fix it? How you gonna stop that from happening? Okay, go ahead and do it. He gives him quite a hell of a, reality check.
お水とか飲んできた方がいいんじゃない？
いいえ、大丈夫です。むしろミチル様もご一緒にキノコを食べてムーンパワーを。
Wow.
やめてってば。サーチ、あたしこれから大事な。
大丈夫です。宇宙と一体になるのは怖くありません。なぜならもともと人間は宇宙から生まれたのですから。
Oh my god.
みたいな感じで、サチが偶然毒キノコを食べて混乱してたら、ヒュージとの約束の時間に間に合わないよ。
That was quite a vivid imagination.
そんな偶然ないから大丈夫。っていうか、どんだけイレギュラーなこと想像してるのよ。
And have you not realized the kind of people you're around? Absurd is normal here.
だってせっかくのデートだから最悪の事態も想定しておかないと。それが考えすぎだっていうの。いいからおとなしくしてなさい。じゃあ一応あるかだけ確認してきていい？あるかってちゃんと待ち合わせの校門がそこにあるか。
Why would the gate be gone?
あるわよ。そうそう校門はなくならないわよ。 でもほら、こんなことがあるかもしれないじゃない。
Oh my god. Here we go again.
この子もすっごく素敵。特に門中が素敵。
She think Yumiko is gonna have a love affair with a fucking gate?
どうにかならないかしら。きっと引っ張れば抜けるはずね。
あれ、ユミコ、何してるの？
何って、門中を抜こうとしてるの。少し黙っててくれない？
How does she come up with this shit? Seriously, how does she come up with this shit? Watch out, your penis untied. Oh shit! Enjoy your lurk, Mari. Hope you're doing well. Hope you are doing well. Thanks for telling me it's untied. She is rather helpful that way, don't you think? Giving those kind, friendly reminders when things are not in their right place. She sets them right. Because that's what she does. She set things right. Just like she'll set your mood right if you go and watch her stream. Because you're just gonna have the best time ever. Her laugh is so infectious. Like, once she gets going, you're not gonna be able to stop yourself either. So go and check out Mari if you haven't yet.
でもね、きっとそれは抜こうとしても抜けるものでもないし。
You make me choke on my tea there. Keep it on top. I'm gonna choke you out with a second. You're welcome, Mari. My day has been going well so far, and I hope yours has too.
うるさいわね。どうしても門中が欲しいの。だから邪魔しないで。
And she's going Super Saiyan.
うわー、抜いたー。
満足。帰ります。
どうしよう、待ち合わせ場所が不完全な形に。
How strange. Wasn't there supposed to be a gate post here?
ユージ、ここよ。待ち合わせ場所の校門前はここ。
There's a gate, alright. But no gate post. In other words, I'm in the wrong place. Damn it, must have gotten off track somehow. This calls for a strategic retreat.
ユージ、私はここにいるのに。ねえ、ユージってば。
Retreat! Retreat! Yes. Yes. He's that fucking stupid.
ということがないから。絶対にないから。あのね、絶対って言葉はね、使っちゃいけないんだよ。使います。絶対ないです。ありえないです。まず門中を引き抜くくだりからしてないから。そうかな。そうでしょ。むしろ榊さんのこと何だと思ってるの？
All men are like that. That's why women complain we don't pick up hints. I mean, we're dense. I'm dense as fuck when it comes to hints, dude. I'll be honest. I can't tell. And I would never actually make an assumption either. Honestly, I would never actually make an assumption. I would prefer if someone would just straight up fucking say it. Honestly. Just say it. Yeah. And... yeah, I'm just gonna get back to this.
モンスター？君、よっぽど何かひどいことしたんじゃないの？それで怒らせたんじゃないの？その時の印象のみで発言してるんじゃないの？やれやれ。いいから、時間まで部屋で待ちなさい。まずはそこからね。
Her lady to grab my arm and pull me into her because she wanted to cuddle, because apparently I didn't get the hints of her being cold does not mean grab the blanket. Oh my god.
Hi.
Michiru proceeds to pace anxiously around her room for hours on end. At one point, she stops to squawk, "What if the principal suddenly moved the gate somewhere else?" But I chose not to dignify this with a response. About 2 hours before the date's going to begin, she squats down to wait in front of her bedroom door. All that walking must have finally worn her out. Unfortunately, resting in bed right now isn't a good idea. There's a chance she'd nod off and spend the entire afternoon asleep.
部屋からまだ出たらダメ？だってまだ約束まで時間あるじゃない？だって緊張で胸がドキドキして、心臓が苦しい。私は苦しくない。もうちょっと待ちなさい。15分前になったら行きましょう。
I can feel with Michiru though, like, you know something's coming up, you know when it's gonna be, but you're just so anxious. You want to go now. You want to go now. You don't want to wait. It's one of those. I totally feel that, honestly. Like, honestly, I feel that.
わかった。
Doing her best to stare down the clock on her wall, Michiru waits impatiently for the time to come. And at long last...
時間だー
She leaps to her feet enthusiastically. A bit too enthusiastically, in fact. Judging from the way she immediately hunches over and begins to tremble, it seems she managed to hurt herself.
ちょっと、大丈夫？筋を痛めた。
Ow.
今日はデート中止にしてもらう？そんなわけにはいかないよ。このまま中腰で移動すればいいだけじゃない。ほら、それに姿勢がスキーみたいで、より冬っぽいデートになりそうだし。
Oh my, you and your winterific everything in the middle of summer.
そうかな。そうだ。今日もまた暑そうだから、ちゃんと飲み物を持っていくのよ。
That isn't hot cocoa this time.
あ、わかってる。そこは抜かりないわよ。中身は何？ミネストローネ。
Michiru, honey, no.
冷たい飲み物にしようか。ほら、今暑いし。ビシソワーズとか？スープじゃなくてね、お茶系がいいかもよ。スポーツドリンクとかね。できればウーロン茶がいいかな。でもそれ冬っぽくないよ。
Oh my god.
本当にうまくいくかな。
She's
念
complaining.
のためにウーロン茶にクレトンかべておいていい
Croutons? In tea? In a sports drink? I'm sorry. No.
今日は私を信用しなさい。浮かべたクルトンはつまんで捨てときなさい。はーい。くるくるトーン、くるくるトーン。よいしょっと。ああ、みちるおはよう。
No.
もう昼過ぎだよ。
No, I'm not letting her cook. That is just disgusting. I'm sorry. Croutons are good. But I'm not gonna be trying to drink a tea or a sports drink like fucking Gatorade and having wet bread just suddenly touch my lips or enter my mouth. Like, ew. No. No, just no. I hate it. I hate it so much. It's a texture thing. Ugh.
おはよう。今起きてたわけじゃないけど、部屋から出られない事情があってね。って、それは
As soon as she sets eyes on the object Amane is carrying, Michiru flinches back in alarm. It's a familiar, ominous piece of pottery.
あまね、その壺はもしかしてキノコの壺？キノコ？違うわよ。これはさっちゃんにもらった普通の壺。梅干しでもつけるのにちょうどいいサイズだなと思って譲ってもらったのよ。梅干し？キノコじゃないの？だからキノコって何のことかな？そんなことしてていいの？あ、そうだった。急いでるからまた今度ね。うん。梅干しできたら分けてあげるからね。いらない。なんとなく不吉な気がするからそれはいい。なんで不吉とか言うかな。
Damn.
結構美味しくつける自信あるのに。事情はサチかキノコに聞いて。それじゃあね。
She's not gonna know the story either. That incident took place entirely in Michiru's head, so I'm not quite sure what talking to Sachi would accomplish. And how exactly would you ask a mushroom anything? I don't know. Talk to Toad.
はあ、危うくやられるところだったわね。あんまり余計なことしてると遅刻しちゃうわよ。そうだった。ダッシュで行かねば。くるくるとーん。
くるくるとーん。
あー、やば。ドキドキしてきた。ちょっと深呼吸しないと死ぬ。
You know, I don't think Yuji is gonna be upset if you're like a few minutes late. I don't think he will be upset.
あのね、死ぬとか軽々しく言うものじゃないでしょ。
Yeah, maybe don't joke about your heart going out after what you've been through.
軽々しく言ってないもん。本当に死んじゃうくらいドキドキしてるんだもん。
You realize if that heart goes, well, not only are you gonna die, but even if you manage to, you know, hold on long enough to get a second heart transplant, other Michiru goes bye-bye. Because that's the only reason she's fucking around anymore. Is her heart in your chest. And honestly, sometimes I do forget. Oh yeah. Michiru's had heart surgery. She's had to have her chest opened up and had a heart taken out and then another one put in. So she's got to have like a big scar on her chest then. She did, so that happened when she was really young too. Like really young. You know, not really young. Like probably middle school time. Oh, thanks for the 3 bits, Jake. Thank you, buddy. Like, does she have a scar? Are there any CGs that show she has anything looking like a scar on her chest? Because I don't know. I haven't seen any. Obviously, I haven't seen any of the 18 plus stuff, so I don't even know. The only time I see her in the swimsuit that she had on was the full body One Piece one. So it's like, okay, can't see jack shit there. But what if she chose that to hide? What if she wore the One Piece swimsuit to hide her scar? That's actually a big brain move. I'm gonna have to ask Mochi later. Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask Mochi later if, like, is there any CG that shows her having a surgical scar from her heart transplant? Because I'm pretty sure you can't just do a tiny little incision and pull a whole fucking heart out and then stuff another one in. You kind of gotta open somebody up a little more than that. You gotta attach valves and shit together. Meaning she would also have to take pills like every day for the rest of her life, just so the heart doesn't, you know, her body doesn't reject the heart. Like every transplant, everyone. Oops, sorry. Literally, like everyone like that I'm aware of that has some kind of organ transplant for stuff like that, be it like hearts, lungs, important things like that, heart and lung and whatnot. You gotta take like pills to stop the body from rejecting this specific brand new organ. Because guess what? When the body rejects an organ or something, that means it's like foreign entity detected, must kill. Which is apparently why if you like your eye gets like damaged in any way, like if something happens like it's, I don't know, gets a knife into it, they take the whole eye out. It's to stop the body from attacking the eye. And if it attacks the damaged eye, it'll also attack the other eye. I don't know why, but apparently the brain doesn't see your eyes as part of the system, but they're kind of like hidden from it. I don't know. It's a thing I saw online. So like they're like hidden from the rest of the body's like just communication in general. But if they were to know they were there, it would basically send antibodies to attack them. Something along those lines. It could also just be a bunch of bullshit, but actually kind of horrifying. The human body is a interesting but also fucked up thing. The more we know about it, the less we don't. Pull one out? You can. Stuff another one in? No. Oh, that's true. I forgot. Ancient Egyptians. They pulled organs out through like your nose all the time and stuff. Yeah, I'll just pull your brain out. Just get that little hook in there. Every time they talked about doing that to stuff, we always assumed the person was alive when they did it. No, they're dead. Why did we think they mummified somebody alive? Had them strapped to a slab just to rip things out of them to keep their body intact? We're just dumb kids. They didn't want to go into specifics in school.
Now that Michiru mentions it, I can feel my heart beating rapidly as well. We haven't even caught sight of Yuji-kun yet. Why is she so agitated already? Is my heart just linked to hers? Or am I actually a bit agitated myself?
少しは落ち着きなさいって。だけど、もう少し歩いたらユージがいるかもしれないんだよ。そう思うとドキドキしてちょっと疲れちゃう。もし待ち合わせ場所で先にユージが待ってたら。
From what I can see from certain photos, I do not see a scar, but there is a small portion of her chest that is always completely obscured. But it's a size no bigger than your thumb, roughly. Oh. Okay. Alright. Thanks for checking, Golden. I'll still ask Mochi later, but thanks for checking. Because he's like my go-to Grisaia guy. For obvious reasons. He's already gone through this stuff. That's why I know him. Thanks to these games.
私が歩いてくるのを見てどう思うんだろうとか、どんな顔するんだろうとか考えただけでおかしくなりそう。それって待たせるのが苦手ってこと？できれば先について待っていたい。それでもドキドキすることには変わらないけどね。でも待つことには慣れてるし、だから大丈夫。よくわからないけど、 今日はユージがもう来てる気がするんだよな。私待ち合わせにこんな遅く来たことなかったし、どう
Michiru,
しよう。
relax.
大丈夫だから、とにかく冷静になって。はい。
Just as Michiru anticipated, Yuji-kun is already waiting at the rendezvous point. He looks pretty much the same as always. While Michiru's trembling and sweating profusely, he's wearing the expression of a man who's poked his head into the fridge to see if he can throw anything together with yesterday's leftovers. Calm as ever, in other words. You might almost think he's completely disinterested in the date itself.
どうしよう。待ってるよ。むしろ待たせてる。
No.
待ってるかな。
No, he's not gonna be mad.
怒るわけないでしょ。待ち合わせの5分前よ。遅刻したわけじゃないんだし。そうだけど、待たせてる事実は変わらないし、どうしていいかわからん。
I think he'll honestly be impressed you managed to come not, like, fucking, 17 hours early.
ずっとここで見てるわけにはいかないでしょ。ほら、思い切って。
You had a fucking quickie in public in the photo booth yesterday. How can you be nervous about meeting up with him again?
うん。
Oh my god. Okay. You're gonna make yourself stroke out.
バレませんように。バレませんように。よかった。バレてない。
Oh, he noticed. He noticed. He's just not saying a thing.
しまった。逆に気まずい。どうさりげなく気づいてもらえば。そうだ。ここは羊のモノマネでもして気づいてもらおう。
What?
羊。ブイー。セーブしないんだからね。
Gee, I wonder what I'm gonna do with that. Girl just brayed like a sheep. Yes, she did. I noticed you a while ago.
ブイー。
God damn it. Also, that sounds more like a goat.
うん。
You've certainly got a gloomy look on your face. Something wrong?
怒ってますか？
Michiru's so panicked that I half expect her to begin foaming at the mouth. But Yuji-kun just looks her over from head to toe, then nods slightly.
It's definitely a lamb. I've been around enough of those. Babe. Oh my god. That blonde hair's not bad either, is it? And not to repeat myself, but that coat really does look good on you. Even if it is completely out of season.
それってどういう？
You look cute, Michiru. Oh my god. Alright then, let's get going. That's an odd way to laugh. Did you eat a poisonous mushroom or something?
いえ、それはなんとかギリギリで避けました。
I see. Good to hear. Incidentally, Michiru,
なんでしょう？
I noticed you showed up right on time today. Good job. Keep it up.
With that, Yuji-kun reaches out and gives Michiru a few pats on the head. It's less gentle caress and more an uncle talking about how much you've grown, but it's still enough to put an ecstatic smile on her face.
Oh my god. This girl is just like jelly knees the whole time. I love it. I'm gonna assume it's still other Michiru talking.
The wind blows forcefully against Michiru's flushed cheeks. There's a decent breeze today. Ordinarily, that would make the heat more tolerable, but when you're wearing a coat this woolly, it doesn't make much of a difference.
Are we doing another winter date today?
そうかな。わかんない。でもコート可愛いって言ってくれたし、それで満足かも。
I said that yesterday, you know.
そうだっけ。緊張してて覚えてないや。
Again, I'm just, until I get another kind of context clue here, I'm gonna assume it's still other Michiru talking.
No matter how bizarre Michiru's actions may be, there's always a reason behind them. Sometimes she's embarrassed, sometimes she's just unbelievably nervous. I doubt even she can make sense of the impulsive behavior that results. Of course, that goes for most girls her age. I'm speaking from experience there. Watching her, I do find myself rolling my eyes at the absurdity of it all. But at the same time, there's a part of me that's envious.
Okay, yeah, it's definitely her. It's definitely other Michiru.
Just being around the person she loves is enough to make her mind go blank. I wouldn't be surprised if she fainted from sheer excitement. This sort of thing might be a privilege specially reserved for the young. At the very least, it's hard to be so innocent once you've taken on the responsibilities of adulthood. There's no lies here, no strategizing. She doesn't even realize how obvious her feelings are at any given moment, and that simplicity is oddly charming.
You seem rather calm today.
そうかな。そうかも。今日は。なんでもない。
Michiru seems to have decided not to say anything about the fact that I'm giving her advice today. Probably for the best. This is their date, not mine.
Take your hand out of your pocket.
なんかくれるの？
No. We're just gonna walk hand in hand.
マジか。
Damn.
As Michiru tentatively offers her hand, Yuji-kun reaches over and grabs it firmly. She tugs at her bangs in an effort to hide the embarrassment in her eyes. It's a wasted effort. His large hand wraps around hers. The sensation leaves her suddenly conscious of her femininity. Of course, Yuji-kun probably can't begin to understand the effect this is having on her.
Hand holding? I didn't realize this is 18 plus all of a sudden. I know, right? Like, God, next time they would start calling each other by their first names. Oh, they already did that shit.
Michiru feels love in the briefest of words, the smallest of gestures. Warmth spreads through her chest, and her breathing grows faster. She doesn't want him to ask if she's feeling alright, so she tries to keep him from noticing. She tries to keep it a secret even from God. She struggles, quietly, to slow her breathing. But the sweat keeps trickling down her flushed body, and she knows there's no way to make these feelings stop.
Something the matter?
どうもしない。
The two of them walk along for a while in silence, still holding hands. I can feel Michiru's body temperature rising even further. The hand he's holding is burning with heat, throbbing with love.
汗
Good lord.
かいてない？私の手の話ですけど。
Yeah, no shit. You're wearing a winter coat in the middle of summer. Yeah, it is. Very much so.
それ恥ずかしい。手離していい？
Come on, everyone sweats. And it isn't nearly as bad as it was yesterday.
え、本当に？昨日そんなにひどかった？
You were like a wet sponge. Every time I applied a little pressure, water squirted out of you in all directions.
すみません。
No need to apologize. It was actually kind of amusing.
そうですか。
I feel Michiru reach into her pocket and squeeze her snow globe with the hand Yuji-kun isn't holding.
Really? Really? She brought the snow globe with her?
She must be truly taken with that thing. I hadn't expected her to bring it on a date.
Anyway, let's keep going with the winter theme today. You never know when a miracle might occur.
ユージがそんなこと言うの珍しいね。奇跡とかあんま言わない気がする。
Not a fact? We might be in for some rain later.
雨？どうせ降るなら雪がいいな。
Sure. That'd be nice.
なるといいね。
I think I might have changed a little, being around you.
The two of them stroll along, exchanging silly fantasies. I wonder what the summer scenery around us makes of these two. For some reason, I have the feeling today's date is going to be something of a success.
Why don't we try getting some steamed buns again?
いいの？冬っぽいね。行こうコンビニ行こう。
いらっしゃいませ。
では肉まんを。ねえ、今日はユージ君に選んでもらったら。選ぶ？だって半分こで食べればなんだって嬉しいよ。それにきっとユージはどれがいいって聞いてもお前の好きなのでって答えるだろうし。
Just give him the option anyway.
何が食べたいとかどれがいいじゃなくて苦手なものはあるって聞き方すればいいのよ。
Good point. He doesn't like meat. Pretty sure he actually doesn't like meat.
なるほど。確かにそれなら。ねえユージ、肉まん買うけど苦手なやつある？
I'm alright with anything edible, but I suppose I prefer not to eat any greasy meat today.
そうか。じゃあさっぱりしたやつなくね？さっぱりした肉まんってなくね？どうしよう。おろ。落ち着きなさいよ。肉まんにこだわる必要ないでしょ。でもせっかくだし、じゃあ間を取ってブリトー。
A burrito?
何の間を取ったの？ねえユージ、ブリトーでいいかな？いいよね。ハム&チーズのブリトーでいいよね。
Sure, that's fine with me.
じゃあ買う。半分こしよう。
あださ
Alright, burrito
では
time.
ではブリトー食べましょうね。はいユージ。ってどうしたの？
The more I look at the burritos this place sells, the more they remind me of an unhealthy person's skin.
これから食べようっていうのになんでそんなこと言うのよ。
Am I wrong, though?
どこが確かにこの感じ正気のない人の肌のような。
Alright. Why don't you take the first bite?
Pushing the top of the burrito out of its plastic wrapper, Yuji-kun holds it out in our direction.
Come on, chow time. Open wide. Can't fit it in your mouth otherwise.
ねえ もうちょっと恋人らしくできないの？それじゃあペットみたいじゃない。
Is there that much of a difference? Kinda. Kinda. For one, your girlfriend can take care of themselves, and they're not gonna shit on the floor just because you left them alone for 5 minutes. They both have a point? Oh my god, Golden.
そりゃ夜はそうかもしれないけどね。今はもうちょっと優しくしてくれてもいいじゃない。
I think you could be a little more gentle right now.
Very well then. You want the say ah routine, I assume?
そうそうそれ。
Here, say ah.
へへ。あー、おいでもおいしい。
Glad to hear it. I think I'll have some as well.
おいしい。
I have no idea what you're trying to say.
Yuji-kun proceeds to quickly consume the rest of the burrito. Was he really unsure what Michiru was trying to say? I think it's possible he was just embarrassed.
I'm a little thirsty now.
あー、持ってます。水筒ありますから。さあ、お飲みなさい。乾ききった喉を投げ出して。
Don't worry, Yuji, it ain't soup. Not sure how I'm supposed to toss my throat anywhere. What is this? Another hot drink? Wait, oolong tea? You even put some ice in there. Good thinking. Is it soup? No, it's not soup with croutons. That's different. Soup with croutons is okay. But if it's a cool drink, like a sport drink, and oolong tea, you can have oolong tea that's cold. And I think that's how you're supposed to have oolong tea. Whatever. We always got it from the refrigerator at the conveni. Yeah, no, you're not putting croutons in that shit. I'm sorry. Fuck no. Fuck no. That was the song of my people. Oh, and we got an ad, so I'm going to be right back. Alright, I am back. That was a nice little break.
でもごめんね。クルトン入ってないの。
I do not want croutons in my oolong tea. I don't want them anyway. Overly cold drinks can slow your metabolism, but there's no point worrying about that in this heat. That was good. Thanks, Michiru. Really hit the spot.
私ばっちりそうかそうか。ありがとう。
What are you thanking me for?
その褒めてくれたことに対してだよ。
I'm fairly sure that thanks was actually directed at me. There's a bright childish smile on Michiru's face.
今日はデート成功しそうな気がするね。
I don't know if success or failure is really what a date's about.
ちょっと待ってね。ねえねえ、今度どこに行けばいいの？
Oh, she's wearing it over her regular cash clothes, like her dress up, cute casual clothes. She's got two different outfits, but okay. Okay, I get it. Okay. Wow, that is actually a really big coat then, if it goes over her dress like that. Guys, I think you don't say, dude. You just blew my mind. I never would have guessed. I literally never would have guessed. Like, goddamn, Golden, you are a fucking genius. I bow to you, good sir.
河川敷でいいんじゃない？ほら、水切りしたいって言ってたし。ああ、そうだった。了解。ねえ、ユージ、川に行かない？
The river? I don't mind, but...
というわけで、川へやってまいりました。川って急に漠然としてていいね。川！さ、座ろうか。
Are you gonna make snow angels in the grass? Cause that'd be kind of cute. But then your coat's gonna get grass stains. Oh well. Hold on, should we spread something out first? My handkerchief alright?
優しい。じゃあ座るね。はあ。
Scoot over a little.
ちょっといざ来てみたら気まずいんですけど。なんでもいいから普通の話して。普通の話。普通の話って、何？普通って何？
Not you.
ごく当たり前の話よ。天気の話とか当たり障りのない話で間を持たせて。
Apparently you can't drink today. Yeah, hold on. I'll be right back. There. I've returned. I zipped up my hoodie now. I don't want to get up again just to be the awkward wet stain from the Pepsi. Fuck you, Pepsi. Okay.
ねえユージ、なんかさ、こう本とか読んでてね。
Sure.
鼻の奥からあったかいもの出てきて、鼻からツーって垂れてきたから鼻血だーって思って、ちょっと指で触って確かめたらただのあったかい鼻水なだけだったみたいなことって たまにあるよね。
Huh? It might. Very rarely. I guess.
こういうの私、鼻血かと思ったらただのあったかい鼻水だったって呼んでるんだけど、ユージはなんて呼んでる？
How the fuck do you function in society, Michiru? Holy shit. Can't say I have a name for it.
なるほどな。ごく自然な会話できた。どれだけ特殊な話してるのよ。本当に君って。ユージに話を振ってみてもいい？それはダメ。どうせ川に浮かんできた。
No.
なんとか兵の死体がとか言い出すから。
You're not wrong.
言い出す。絶対言い出す。じゃあ他には。天気の話しかないよ。
Then talk about the fucking weather.
天気の話でいいのよ。そういうありきたりなやつで。他には、そうね。夢の話とかしてみたら。おお、それナイス。ありがとう。ねえユージ。
What is it?
ユージの将来の夢を聞かせて。
My dreams?
Closing his eyes, Yuji-kun loses himself in thought. This is a straightforward question for a normal person, but it seems a little challenging for him. Did we choose poorly? Michiru's staring at him in eager anticipation. I take the opportunity to study his face carefully. There's a bit of stubble coming in on his jawline. I suppose that explains why his kisses feel a little prickly sometimes. I wonder what Yuji-kun thinks about when he's kissing me. Or Michiru, rather. Michiru tends to close her eyes when they kiss, but he might be keeping his open. Maybe I'll mention that to Michiru next time. Try keeping your eyes open once in a while, or something. But if I do that, she might get self-conscious about it. Knowing her, she'd never be able to close her eyes during a kiss again.
There's only one thing that really comes to mind.
教えて。
It's an afternoon just like this one. I'm sitting on the bank of a river with you, just passing the time. I'm not hungry, and I'm probably not going to be hit by a bullet out of nowhere. Long story short, I'm completely content. I'm already living a dream. It wouldn't feel right to wish for anything else. Present's everything to me, and it's more than enough.
Normally, Michiru would have averted her eyes in embarrassment by now. But today, she listens carefully to Yuji-kun's words, never looking away from his face. And when he's finished, she reaches out and takes hold of his arms with both hands.
Oh, takes hold of his arm, sorry.
私もユージがすべて。そうだね。今が夢みたいだもん。これ以上望むなんて贅沢だね。ありがとう。大好き。
Yeah, I know.
知られてるのを知っている。
I also know that you know that I know.
知られてるのを知っていることも知っていることを知って。あれ？なんでもいいや。大好き。
You just said that.
何度も言ったらダメですか？
Can't say that I mind.
じゃあ何度だって言います。好き、好き、大好き、超好き、世界一好き、宇宙一好き、銀河一好き、ブラジル一好き。
She went from the world to the universe, back down to the galaxy, then to Brazil. Michiru, you fucked up the order. Okay, put a sock in it.
何度言ってもいいって言ったのに。
Yeah, I don't mind. But you're being annoying.
何よそれ。もう好き。
Leaning over, Michiru gives Yuji-kun a kiss on the cheek. A small tingle of pain runs through her lip. Maybe his whiskers poked her. Maybe it's the prick of love. I honestly couldn't say. It seems this choice of topic wasn't exactly a mistake after all.
Brazilian Miku. Oh my god. That was a meme for a bit.
ユージってばどうしたのかな。ちょっと電話って言ってから長い。
Oh no, he got called by
セーブ
JB.
しないんだからね。
Alright, we still on we still on that one. Okay. We haven't gotten out of this scene yet. Might be a long one.
まあ彼にだって用事ぐらいあるんじゃない。でもせっかくのデートだよ。そんな時に抜け出して電話なんてよっぽど大事なようだと思うんだ。
Yeah,
つまり
absolutely.
浮気だよ。生きていけない。
Oh my god, rein in the imagination woman.
それは思考が飛びすぎ。そんなに心配なら本人にそれとなく聞いてみたら。それとなくか。
I'm back. Sorry about that.
一つ聞いてもいい？
Yeah, I don't mind.
浮気だな。
Hmm?
今の電話浮気だな。もう分かってる。振られる覚悟はできてる。だからそのあれだ。悪いところがあったら直すから。ごめんなさい。
Oh my god.
Does this girl not know what the word casually means?
I'm not having an affair. But I'm not going to tell you who I was on the phone with just yet. It's kind of important. Drop it for now, will you?
はーい。せっかくいい感じで進んでるんだから雰囲気壊さないな。ファミレスに入って小休止しましょう。
Alright, let's all go to a nice date at a family restaurant like Denny's. Denny's is a family restaurant. Trust me. It is huge in Japan for that, guys. I was overwhelmed. Me and my friends were overwhelmed by the menu. We thought we'd be able to get pancakes all day, all the time, just no matter what when we went there. We were absolutely wrong. I mean it. We were completely wrong. Camera? Okay. It's being a little more subtle this time. Like, dude, the guys, fuck. They literally have a breakfast, lunch, and dinner menu there. Not just one single standard menu through the whole day. My looks really fuzzy. I don't know why. It's so weird. Oh, it almost seems like I'm fuzzy. It's fine, I guess. Yeah. I'll look back on it later, just to see. It's not doing the white balance stuff nearly as badly as it was before. It's a little more subtle now. Kinda. Yeah, I just gotta mess around with the things again. Oh yeah, because I have Logitech G-Hub on now? Maybe that's it. We'll find out.
はーい。ねえ、ユージ。ファミリーが集うレストランに行かない？
How do you fucking word it like that? Sounds good. Sun's really blaring today, so it wouldn't hurt to take a break. That coat must be wearing it down by now, right? Let's go.
いらっしゃいませ。シューン。
Don't worry. I wasn't off having an affair.
違う。運勢が今日だった。でも、願い事叶う。だって。
While Yuji-kun was in the bathroom, Michiru put 100 yen in the small fortune-telling machine on the table. It's clear from the way her shoulders are drooping that the results prove to be less than ideal.
Bad luck, but your wish will come true? Sounds like a load of nonsense. Forget that thing. Let's look over the menu.
カレーフェアやってる。夏の暑さは辛さで乗り切れーか。ねえ、ユージはカレー好き？
It's not bad when you eat it at sea.
海の家？
No. Out on the sea.
海の上でカレー食べるってどんな状況？よくわからないんだけど。浮き輪でプカプカ浮きながらラッキョをかじるってこと？
Oh my
それ
god.
って斬新。
Oh my god. I think a boat is the more common scenario.
はあ、なるほどね。そりゃそうだ。ユージはいろいろなことを経験してるんだね。
I suppose.
ユージは私の知らないことをたくさん知っていて、私の知らない世界をたくさん見てきて。
She's not the brightest, but that's okay. Yeah, she's still perfect for me.
それなのに私ってば、全然そういうのに疎くて。イラついたりしない？そんなこともわからないのかって思ったりしない？
Not at all.
そうなの？優しいんだね。
That's not the point. People are always going to have different perspectives, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's no possible way you and I could have seen the exact same things. Or gone through the exact same experiences. I might know some things you don't, and you may just as many things I don't.
でも私、ユージみたいに頭良くないし、すごいことも知らない。
You know all about the Sun. You're bad at it, but you know about it. You know things I'm clueless about. Isn't that impressive enough? For example,
Yuji-kun picks up his menu, flips to the dessert page, then points randomly at the photograph of the Jumbo Choco Parfait.
is this any good?
それはね、あんまりおすすめできない。生クリームが多すぎて気持ち悪くなっちゃうから。
How about this one?
それもダメ。乗ってるハーブが自家製って自慢げに書いてあるけど、あんまり良くなかったから。だったらこれがいいと思う。シンプルにショートケーキ。でもここのやつはね、他と違って美味しいんだよ。
See? You know plenty of things I don't.
こんな話どうでもよくない？
I found it interesting, actually. And watching you talk about it so happily wasn't bad either.
そうなんだ。じゃあショートケーキ2つ頼むね。すみません。
The Denny's in Japan had a push button on the table. You did that, and then a light would go off to say this table wanted service for something. It was so nice. We could take as much time as we wanted with the menus. And then as much time as we wanted afterward. Before the bill. Obviously, we weren't going to take forever. But still. Okay, the focus is kind of bugging me. It feels like it's not right. Well, the autofocus is on. It's off. On again. Oh, yeah, it was. Okay, yeah, it was. The focus was completely off. It was like that. Should be. Yeah, that's better. Now I have to keep this open forever. Otherwise, it'll disconnect. Oh, well. I knew something was wrong. Everything looked a little too fuzzy. Just enough to, like, kind of like, what the hell? Huh? Alright, well, I just gotta keep that open now for the rest of the stream, which is no problem. It's just one little tiny program.
お待たせいたしました。ショートケーキです。うはー、はい、やってまいりました。ケーキさんです。
Yeah.
single fat strawberry sits on top of Michiru's slice of shortcake, glistening like a jewel. Her eyes sparkle as she stares down at it.
ねえねえ、ユージは好きなものを最初に食べるタイプ？それとも最後まで残しておく？私はどっちでもいいんだけど、イチゴだけは最初に食べるの。
That a fact? Don't let me stop you.
いただきま
Michiru thrusts her fork down to impale her strawberry, but either her angle's wrong or her luck's simply terrible. The strawberry pops right off of the cake and tumbles down to the restaurant's floor.
ー。3秒ルール。
Oh my... Ew.
Before the words had even left Michiru's mouth, a family with children walks down the aisle past our booth, chatting happily away. None of them even noticing the small treasure lying in their path. By the time they pass, all that remains of the strawberry is a tragic, bloody stain on the floor.
今日だからが。
Oh, Michiru.
What's the poor girl supposed to take her anger out on? Black clouds of misery hover in the air around the table. An utterly crestfallen Michiru gazes resentfully at the strawberry on top of Yuji-kun's cake.
食べたい。あれ食べたい。でもそんなこと言えない。誰だってショートケーキのイチゴを楽しみにしているはず。
Maybe he doesn't.
くださいなんて言えない。食べたいならもらえばいいじゃない。そんなのルール違反じゃないの？神に背く行為なのでは？大げさだな。君はそうやって変なところで遠慮ばかりするからいけないんだよ。でも、だってそんなの。
As Michiru agonizes about whether to say something, a red object suddenly materializes in front of her face. Yuji-kun appears to be offering her his strawberry.
You want it, don't you? Go ahead.
The strawberry sways on the end of Yuji-kun's fork. Michiru stares at it, mesmerized like a dog ordered to stay.
いいの？これ、パックンしていいの？
I don't mind. You could have just said something, you know? When you're asking for the unreasonable, I'll say so. When that's not the case, I'm willing to spoil you a little. There's no need to be shy.
うん。
Come on. Say ah.
あーん。
The sweet and sour taste of the strawberry fills Michiru's mouth. A bit of that cream that came along with it sends a tingle of pleasure through her body.
Was that good?
Yuji-kun smiles slightly, affection in his eyes, then proceeds to eat about half of his cake in a single bite.
God damn.
For a while, the two of them silently eat their cakes and sip cheap black tea from the restaurant's self-service area.
変なこと言ってもいい？
Feel free.
When Michiru breaks the silence, Yuji glances up briefly as he responds, then returns his attention to the cake in front of him.
私ってユージに愛されてる気がする。
That's how you should feel every day, hon. Is that anything new?
私ユージのことが好きで夢中になっててかっこいいなとか思ってて。でもね、私だけこんなに必死なんじゃないかなって思ってたの。だってユージっていつも冷たい感じだし。
Cold? I wouldn't say that.
そう感じたの。だから焦ったりもしたし、空回りっていうかそういうのになってた。でも少し落ち着いて向き合ってみたら結構好かれてるかもって思ってしまった。
Yes, he's incredibly fond of you. I love you, and that hasn't changed. I'm willing to put up with a little silliness. Hold on, that's not the right way to put it. I enjoy putting up with your silliness. You're fun to be around.
あ、なんだかものすごく照れてきてしまったぞ。どうしよう。
You can be embarrassed if you want to be. Don't feel you have to hide it. I like you best when you're being yourself.
そうですか。
Yes.
じゃあ照れていい？すごく照れていい？全力だよ。
Feel free.
うおー難しい。ごー
Oh my god. I chose this, guys.
お呼びでしょうか？和風ハンバーグですか？
Yes. No, just water, please. 2 of them?
かしこまりました。
I think our matron may have misheard your expression of embarrassment as waffle hamburger.
言ってないよね。そんな風に聞こえた？
I'm now morbidly curious. Having a hamburger, but the bun is waffles. You got 2 waffles with a patty in between. I mean, that's more or less. You just take a sausage patty. Just take a sausage patty from like a breakfast meal somewhere, then get 2 waffles, and there you go. There's your waffle burger. That might actually not be too bad. I'll have to experiment sometime. I'll have to experiment later. Give me like 30 minutes. All right, Golden, you the man. You the man. Do it up. Make us those waffle burgers. You know, I think it might have.
ひどい。いや、ひどいとこでもないのか。何これ？ちょっとユージ、そんなに笑わないでよ。恥ずかしいじゃん。
Sorry. Can't control myself.
ツボ！またツボの話。ちょっとユージってば、本当に笑いすぎ。
This is the most I've seen Yuji laugh.
ありがとうございました。
もうまだ笑ってるし、私本当に恥ずかしかったんだからね。怒ってる？
Right, sure. Sorry about that.
でも今日はね、すごく嬉しい。ユージがいつも私のことどう思ってるのかとか分かったし。
I don't think I said anything I haven't told you before.
私からしてみれば、今日はいつもと全然違うの。充実してる。
Oh, yeah? Well, that's nice too.
いい加減にしないと怒るからね。
Alright then. Where should we go next?
次はね、
If Michiru seems to be requesting assistance, I whisper a suggestion so that only she can hear.
次はラブホテル。
Oh my god. Something wrong?
いや、なんでもない。ちょっと待って。ちょっと、急すぎじゃない。なんでそこなのよ。
Why? Why, Golden?
いい感じなんだから別に問題ないんじゃないの？恋人同士だし。それに、いつも寮でしてばっかりじゃつまらないでしょ。そろそろ時間も時間だしさ。
I mean, come on. They come with service. Funnily enough. You get to order specific toys to the room and also quick little meals if you want. Fucking god. Do you get a mint on the pillows? Possibly. They have a menu and themes. Love hotels are a very thriving business. I believe if I recall Twitter correctly, there was one VTuber that accidentally on a trip to Japan booked a room at a love hotel with their mom. They didn't realize it was a love hotel, like, until they got there. So that's really awkward, just going to a love hotel with your mom. Yeah, needless to say, she was pretty embarrassed. And made sure the next hotel she booked wasn't a fucking love hotel. Oh boy. I can't remember who it was though. I'd have to like really go digging to figure that out. But like, oh my god.
そういうことまで言わなくてもいいのよ。ほら、大丈夫。きっとうまくいくから、私を信じなさい。直接言うのが恥ずかしかったら、疲れたから休憩したいって言えば、さしてくれるわよ。わかったけど。
Oh my gosh, she's gonna go for it.
ねえ、ユージ。次に行くところなんだけど、決まったんだけど、ちょっとね、もごもご。
Hmm? What's up?
ちょっと疲れたから休憩したいなーって思って。
What? We just took one at that restaurant. Are you not feeling well?
いえ、そうでなくてですね。休憩っていうか、休憩3時間程度のランデブー。
Ah. You wanna have sex?
そうだけど、そんな直球で言わなくてもいいじゃない。私が決めたわけじゃないし。
Oh my god, this fucking game, guys. What are you talking about? You're the one who brought it up. In any case, we're out of luck. Love hotels around here aren't legally allowed to accept students.
なんでそんなこと知ってるの？誰かと来たの？
Amane tried to drag me into one at some point, but they turned us away at the door when they saw our uniform. Holy shit! Anyway, let's head home.
But just as Michiru bewails her misfortune,
すみません。
when you're washing the windows of a multi-story building, the general rule of thumb is to secure everything with ropes for safety purposes. That applies to the workers, of course, but also their buckets and cleaning gear. There's only one real exception, in fact. The liquid inside those buckets. A suspended platform on a nearby building sways in an unseasonably strong gust of wind, and a bucket full of cleaning liquid overturns. It just so happens that this platform is positioned right above Michiru. Of course, the bucket itself doesn't land neatly on her head like it would in a gag manga, but the cleaning liquid does fall directly on top of her with a dramatic splash.
Aww.
で、願い事かな？ね。
They give them a room anyway as sorry?
Even in the middle of the summer, it wouldn't be advisable to walk around town in clothes drenched with cleaning fluid. The workers, clearly afraid this might turn into a major headache, quickly agreed to pay for the dry cleaning. They also handed over a little extra cash as an apology. We hurried over to a nearby business hotel, which had Michiru's wet clothing sent to an emergency same-day service. And as for the girl herself, she's currently humming to herself in the shower.
God damn it.
In any case, that little fortune-telling machine certainly proved itself eerily accurate.
セーブしないんだからね。
We're still in this scene. Holy hell.
In the words of Yuji-kun, if the army had owned that thing during the war, the course of history might have been very different.
どうしたの？さっきまで上機嫌に鼻歌歌ってたのに。なんだか緊張してきた。
You've done this before multiple times.
今さら何を言ってるの。いいからさっさと出てさっさと始めてしまいなさい。
I swear to God, game, don't do this to me. You alright? Anything wrong with your eyes or ears?
When we re-enter the room, we find Yuji-kun seated on the bed.
もうあんまり痛くない。
Glad to hear it, but don't relax just yet. Cleaning liquids full of alkaline chemicals. It's not good for your skin or hair.
黒くしたり元に戻したりしてそれだけでも痛みそうなのに。
Come over here. I'll make sure you rinse it all out. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're just gonna continue on.
Yuji-kun wraps his arms around Michiru and then buries his face into her hair from behind.
Why has he got, you know, a hentai pro tag look right now?
His breath tickles the back of her neck.
I don't smell any ammonia or glycol.
すぐ痛いです。
You know, Michiru, you handled yourself well today. No odd outbursts or anything. It's almost anticlimactic.
Suddenly, he's laying on the compliments. That tickles too. In a different sense.
そうだね。デート成功。
I'd say it went well. Did you learn something from yesterday?
いや、その実は私が考えたわけじゃなくてね。
What do you mean?
ほら、彼女が指示してくれたの。いつもデートの時は眠ってるっていうか、口を出さないことになってるんだけど、だからデートがうまくいってるのは私のおかげじゃなくて、全部彼女のおかげなの。だからその参っちゃうね。
God damn it, I hit it too early.
Michiru laughs, but there's a slightly forlorn expression on her face. Yuji-kun gives her a small kiss and squeezes her in his arms as he replies.
You work together to make it a success then.
あの子がいると余計なことしなくて済んでよかったんだけど、でもそれって私がいらない子みたいじゃない？
Don't be ridiculous. You're my girlfriend, right? Try not to forget it. If she helped out, all you have to do is say thank you.
そうなのかな。
Of course. Listen carefully, alright?
Yuji-kun stares right into Michiru's eyes as he continues. His expression's gotten a bit serious.
You seem to be upset you couldn't handle this all on your own. That's the wrong way to look at it. There's another you inside your body. That's not a handicap. It's something special and unique about you. You should absolutely take advantage of it. Why wouldn't you? Work with her. Cooperate when you can. You and her are two parts of a single whole. It's only natural to rely on each other. Understand? There's no reason to feel inferior or put yourself down. I love every part of what you are. So try not to look so troubled. You're cuter when you smile.
ユージ
God damn. Well, not that you're unattractive either way. Still, you should try to smile for now. We're on a date.
うんありがとう
Yuji-kun's words make both Michiru and me happy. We thought of ourselves as somehow warped and unnatural, but he accepts us as a whole. It's an immense relief to know that. Michiru's lucky to have a boyfriend, have him for a boyfriend. I'm happy for her, but also a little envious. I know she's the one he loves, not me. And I can feel a prickle of pain in my heart at the thought. Not that I even know where my heart is supposed to be at this point.
Alright then, Michiru.
ちょっと待ってさっきさ彼女にお礼を言えばいいって言ったよね
Huh? Yeah? What about it?
そのお礼なんだけどあの子のことも抱きしめてあげてくれないかな
Oh!
Wait, what? What did she just say? Look at that! Yuji-kun's at a loss for words!
私にはわかるんだこの子もユージのことが好きなのが
Hold on a second!
私とこの子は二人で一つなのにいつも私ばっかり良い思いしちゃってるから今日は幸せを分け合いたいんだ
Michiru.
ダメかな
I don't mind at all.
What? What?
But it all depends on what she has to say, of course.
ちょっと待って今相談するから
So this is a thing now.
うーん
What's the word?
ふつつかものですがよろしくお願いいたします
Did you change places?
うん
Is this technically polygamy? Yes? I'll confirm with my friend later if this could be considered polygamy in its own separate way. But anyway, I gotta keep going. It's been a while since we talked like this, but you seem pretty different. Feeling nervous or something?
緊張したら悪い
I see. So that's how it is.
My Yuji's a veteran when it comes to this stuff. He's figured out what she isn't saying. Make sure you're gentle with her, okay? Without another word, Yuji puts his hand on her cheek, then brings his lips to hers. I guess this would be her second kiss.
Nice pog there, Jake.
セーブしないんだからね
We are... Oh, shit, 90% of the way done. Yeah, okay, we're just gonna power through this to finish it off. Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask my friend, could that technically be considered polygamy? I mean, they're... Yeah. Ask her later. See what she thinks, because that's an interesting, actually, just thing there. So, well, we answered the question from the end of Michiru's route. Are they both dating him? Yes. I head out under the morning sun with the woman I love. Walking the streets of a town that's still half asleep isn't unpleasant. The city shows me a face it normally wouldn't, and so does the woman at my side. This might not exactly be a sacred ritual, but it does inspire some special feelings. The shopping district and station area, normally bustling with people, are almost completely silent. The morning's first train hasn't arrived yet. A garbage truck sleepily opens its mouth to swallow a resident's leftovers, trash bag and all. A newspaper delivery motorbike rests idly in front of a shop, its work apparently complete. The air's pleasantly cool. Michiru's coat doesn't look quite so out of place anymore. I mean, I guess it also depends if you consider this DID or if you follow the theory of cell memory and that cells can retain memory, therefore an organ transplant has two different neurological networks in them, since they are actually medical reports of organ donors, since recalling memories of the organ donor. Yeah, I mean, this is supposed to be the cell memory theory, but, you know, cranked up to 11.
Jake Jelly Jammer 9 just gifted 1 subs.
Thanks for gifting us sub, Jake. Thank you, buddy. But yeah, I mean, cell memory is they have maybe pick up specific little memories here and there. It's never we now have the other person living on beyond their technical death in someone else's body kind of thing. That's why it's probably better to say it's more of a DID style situation. Just to like slightly ground it in reality a little bit more. But I mean, like, again, guys. Again, this is a game. It's kooky, crazy bullshit. We've seen the things that happen, and it's never complete. They have full-on prosthetics. Like, come on. You usually got a complete prosthetic arm at the end of a route. That's, like, pretty much the exact same as a human hand. I mean, we basically have that now, but more so. It's a little more futuristic. He wasn't really completely impaired by the damn thing. If you didn't if you had gloves on, you wouldn't tell. No, we need to dissect it with science. Fuck your science. But I'm still gonna lean more toward the DID style of thing, side of things. I'm still gonna ask though. Do not fuck the science, but fucking is science technically. Technically. I am technically correct. The best kind of correct. The brutal late summer heat seems to be gradually leaving the city behind. In a few days, autumn might start poking its head through the door. Have you seen that post of, can you lick the science? No, I have not. Cuddling up to me, Michiru breaks the silence.
私、ユージと一緒にいれて幸せ。初めての場所に連れて行ってもらえたり、初めての気持ちを経験したり、自分の世界が広がっていく気がする。
I see. It's definitely special when you experience something for the first time. Reading about it in a book or hearing someone describe it can't really compare.
うん。 こういう世界が広がっていくような経験って今まで2人しか出会ったことない。ユージともう一人。
Oh? First I've heard of this other guy. Must have been a man with some backbone.
うん、女の子、お友達。
Right. Of course.
でもごめんね、この時間ってユージがいつも走ってる時間じゃない？
I glanced down at my watch. Come to think of it, it's getting to be about that time. Yeah, that's true. But I was actually planning on taking you out this morning.
朝のトレーニングにまた走らせようとしてたの？
Not exactly. In any case, we're together now, so it doesn't really matter.
変なの。ねえ、2人で一緒に朝帰りなんてしたら学園のみんな驚くかな。
Just look up, can you lick the science at some point? It's basically, can you lick this field of science? Can you lick it in chemistry? Can you lick it in geology? Can you lick it in botany? Okay. Maybe not. It's not like they're unaware of our relationship. Chizuru might complain about us staying out without permission, I suppose. And at this hour, they might still be asleep.
そうか。あれ、なんかお腹空いてきた。牛丼食べたい。
A bowl full of beef at this hour? Sounds like you're in good form today.
育ち盛りだもん。それに昨日はとっても激しく運動しちゃったしね。誰かさんのせいで。
Exercise? Oh, you mean in the hotel?
人がオブラートに包んでるんだから、そこはシーだの、シー。
I'm afraid the beef bowl will have to wait, though. There's a place I want to take you to.
え、どこ？
This place holds a lot of significance for Michiru and me. Of course, that's got nothing to do with the snowball fight we had the other day. This is the place where Michiru faced a literal life and death experience. She died, and then came back to life of her own free will. That might make her sound like some kind of zombie, I suppose. But she did kind of look like one at the time.
いろいろあったよね。改めてお礼が言いたいな。
With that, Michiru bows her head in my direction.
私を救い出してくれてありがとう。あのままだとおかしくなっちゃうところだった。
Not sure if you're that rational even now, honestly.
そんな言い方することないじゃない。おっしゃる通りではありますけどね。
Michiru frowns thoughtfully as we listen to the sound of the waves. Like a stuffed bear in a picture book, she actually holds her hands to her face when she's thinking. It's rather cute. Oh, I know what bear they're talking about. We're talking about Winnie the Pooh. Think. Oh, what I would do for a smackerel of honey. Yeah. My Pooh Bear is awful. I already know it's awful. Okay? I know my Pooh Bear is awful. Oh, bother.
ねえ、昨日は本当に楽しかった。ありがとう。すごく幸せ。私、こんなこと考えるの。私の元から消えてしまったもの、去っていった人、たくさんのものを失い続けてきた。
Oh my god, you've seen the meme too! Yeah, she's lost Meowmo. She lost her friend that she met in middle school. That led to her having to get the transplant.
きっとこれからもそうやって生きていくんだと思う。 ユージだけはずっと永遠に一緒にいてほしいけど、そんなの無理だよね。
Forever isn't possible. But if we try, we can draw at least a little closer to it. There's no reason we can't get right up to the edge of eternity. Well, as long as we put in enough effort anyway.
やっぱり優しいな。胸キュンしてしまう。
You're a strange one.
もし私と別れても、私のことを忘れないでね。
Okay, that actually kind of hurt a little. Just her saying that just kind of hurt a little.
他にも可愛い女の子はいっぱいいるし、すごくいい子だってたくさんいる。だから私に飽きて他の子に興味を持ってもいいよ。仕方ない。でも私のことを忘れないでいて。他の女の子に夢中になる時が来ても、私をなかったことにはしないで。ずっと好きでいてなんて言わないから。覚えておいてくれればそれでいい。ユージの心の隅っこでいいから、いさせて。それでいいから。
Sorry, I need a minute. Wow. Fuck you, Grisaia. Just fuck you, Grisaia. They had to get one more out of me, didn't they? They had to get one more out of me, didn't they? Fuck you. Rest assured, I got no plans to leave you anytime soon. The music doesn't help. Taking Michiru's head in my arms, I lean down and kiss her.
だって改めてこんな場所に連れてくるとか、もしかしたら別れ話かなって思うじゃん。昨日のお泊まりだって別れる前の最後の思い出作りとかさ。
You're reading too much into this.
そうだろうけどさ。
I'm gonna sit down, alright? I do have something I wanted to talk about. Lowering myself to the ground, I take a deep breath of fresh air. Michiru gazes down at me uncertainly.
ねえ、話って本当に変な話じゃない？
Define weird? I think the term applies to most of my conversations with you.
そうじゃなくてさ、どうしても不安になっちゃう。
I glance down at my wristwatch. Seems best to let the conversation keep going for a while.
私ってさ、んなもんないよね。だから すごく怖くなるの。
Michiru points at her own chest as she speaks.
知ってると思うけど、この子はすごく素敵。頭もいいし、気も利くし、いつも助けてもらってばっかり。なのに私ってば、恩返しすることもできない。
Remember what I said yesterday? You shouldn't worry too much about that.
あと、サチ。
Sachi? What about her?
サチは献身的だし、優しいし、いつもサチにはかなわないなって思ってる。それに可愛いじゃない。とにかく可愛い。あんな子に迫られたらユージだって断れないでしょ。マキナもそう。守ってあげたくなるような見た目のくせに飲み込み早いし器用だし、最初はユージのこと怖がってたのに、今はそんなの信じられないよね。あまねはおっぱい大きいし。
Oh my god. That's seriously what you're going with there?
そうだよ、そこだよ。男の人ってお胸は大きい方がいいってみんな言う。それにユージだって大きい女の子が好きだって言ってたと思う。
That expression's somewhat misleading, but I can't say you're wrong.
ほらね、おっぱい大きい子には私の気持ちなんてわかんないんだよ。それに面倒見もいいし、お料理も上手だし。由美子は何から何まで私と違う。比べようと思っても比べられない。美人だしさ。嫌になっちゃうよ。みんな素敵なのに私だけじゃん、こんなの。みんなのこと嫌いになれればまだいいけど、みんなのこと大好きだから余計に困る。いつかユージが他の女の子のところに行っちゃうんじゃないかって思うと不安で胸が張り裂けそうになる。ユージが喜ぶようなことしようとしても何一つちゃんとできてないし、もっとちゃんとしたいのにな。
Having expressed her feelings in full, Michiru falls silent. I respond with a long, exaggerated sigh. There's no point in comparing yourself with other women. You are who you are.
そうだけどさ。
Listen, you're special to me. I tell you not to be anxious, but it seems like that's not gonna work. Fine then. Be anxious. Tremble when you're scared. I'll wrap my arms around you and drive your fears away.
でもそれってとっても面倒なことじゃない？
No kidding. You're one hell of a high-maintenance woman. But that's part of who you are, so I'll deal with it. Tell me when you're anxious, and I'll kiss you. Tell me when you're scared, and I'll hug you. Tell me when your fears are finally gone. Tell me that too. Oh, and when your fears are finally gone, tell me that too.
もしずっとそうならなかったら？
I'll stick with you as long as it takes. If you never get there, I'll be with you until I die. That's a promise. You understand?
うん。ちょっとわかった。
After all that, a sorta is the best I can get? This girl really does take some effort. But of course, if you want a woman who makes everything easy, you'll be looking a long time.
永遠に一緒にいられるかどうかわからないけど、そんなのって奇跡みたいなことだと思うけど、ユージがはっきり言葉にしてくれることが嬉しい。どうなるかなんてわかんないのに、ちゃんと伝えてくれるから嬉しい。私、ユージのそういうところがすごい大好きなんだと思う。
I've decided to show Michiru a miracle. Or alternatively, to change her perspective. The filter through which you look at the world can change the way you feel about things dramatically. What Michiru needs right now is a bit of magic. It doesn't have to be fancy. The trick itself can be obvious. The only thing that matters is to show her a new way of perceiving the world. You motherfucker, you better not there better not be something in there. Better not be what I'm fucking thinking. Try opening your pouch.
これサメさんポーチ
That's right. Show me what you got inside. Michiru unzips her pouch and holds it open for me. Inside is the snow globe I gave her, the sticker photos we decorated with our scribbles, the bony spare ribs figurine, and her rolled up fortune slip, among other things. They're all mementos of the time we spent together.
これ全然ロマンティックじゃないよね。もっとちゃんとしたのがいいのに。ユージってば落書きに国防とか書くし、意味わかんない。
He'd being an asshole. It was still fun, wasn't it?
うん。
That's what matters. It's not like a memento has meaning in itself. They're just pieces of the past. Tools to help you remember. Everything that's really important is inside your heart.
そっか。でも、骨付きカルビもいいけど、一緒に雪が見たかったな。
We got plenty of time ahead of us. The strawberry on your shortcake might have gotten away from you, but winter isn't going anywhere.
うん、そっか。そうだね。ずっと一緒なんだもんね。
But if your heart's set on the snow, I could show you some right now.
本当に？そんなことできるの？
Yes, I can. But only if you wait just a little longer.
いいから見せて、ユージ、見せてよ。夏なのに雪降らせてみせて。
I put a finger on Michiru's lips to silence her, then retrieved the snow globe from her pouch with a magician's flourish.
それをどうするの？
Listen carefully, Michiru. Having your own perspective is a very important thing.
視点ってどういうこと？
It's the filter through which you see the world. I give the snow globe a light shake, and countless snowflakes swirl around within it. Michiru swallows audibly, mesmerized by their brilliance. For example, try holding this right up in front of your eyes. Look at the world through your snow globe. Taking the spherical toy from my hand, Michiru holds it in front of her face. The world she sees through that small snow globe seems to be filled with radiance.
はあ、こうして見ると本当に雪が降ってるみたい。
Moving myself to Michiru's side, I bring my face close and peer into the snow globe with her.
ユージ、二人じゃ一緒に見れないよ。
Oh, but he's gonna damn well try. Not to worry. I've got something else in mind. Taking my cell phone out of my pocket, I hold it out at an arm's length and point it toward our faces.
自分撮りするの？
That's right. Come on, get closer. You're almost out of the shot.
もうこれ以上近づけないよ。ほっぺたくっついてるのに。
That's good enough. Now hold your snow globe in front of the lens.
それでどうするの？
Change our perspective. The cell phone's lens focuses on our faces through the filter of Michiru's toy. By now, she seems to have realized the effect that's gonna have. I'm gonna take it, alright? Smile.
うん、笑う。
Why does he have hentai pro tag hair in this entire route? Like, come on. Also, this is a really cute shot. Now take a look at the screen. See what I did there?
あー、すごい。 雪景色の中でデートしてるみたいだよ。
If you're able to change your perspective, there are plenty of ways to make it snow in the middle of the summer. A physical weather phenomena isn't really what we're looking for. We want the joy that comes with it. And an excuse to cuddle up together. Just like your mementos, the snow itself isn't that important. What matters is the way it makes you feel.
これすごく素敵だもん。雪が降らなくても幸せな気持ちになる。
And it's alright if you're sad too. I'm always willing to comfort you. But when you look at things from a different angle, sometimes you'll see your anxieties aren't so significant after all. And it can make life a lot less painful. Hold on, Yuji, I'm taking notes. Honestly, he's saying some really good stuff. It makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. He might be an insufferable asshole a lot of the time, but, yeah, when he turns up the charm, he turns up the charm. Of course, there are some problems that changing your perspective just can't fix. But it's a skill Michiru needs. I want her to understand that. When you're carrying excess baggage on your shoulders, don't hesitate to toss it away at the side of the road. That's about all the advice I could offer right now. Sorry for the lecture. I've only got one real answer for you. I love you, and I always will. Simple as that.
そっか。そっか。
Gazing at the snow-filled image on my cell phone screen, Michiru sniffles slightly. Her nose seems to have gone a bit red. She looks over at me with tear-filled eyes, and her face breaks into an emotional smile.
ユージ、私幸せ。本当にありがとう。この写真、プリントしたアルバムに貼る。それで将来、ユージとここに来たことを思い出す。ユージに言った言葉を思い出す。幸せだった気持ちを思い出す。絶対に忘れない。だからね、これからもっとたくさん写真撮ろう。なんでもないことでも当たり前のことでもいいから、たくさんたくさん二人の記録を残していこう。放っておいたら消えていってしまう今日の気持ちをちょっとでも逃がさないために、未来のために写真を撮ろう。
Yeah, I don't mind. We'll take as many as you want.
ありがとう、ユージ。
Michiru throws herself at me like a diver plunging into a pool. I catch her in my arms and spin her around as if we're dancing. Counterclockwise, careful not to frighten her. And so, the story of a few days at the end of the summer reaches its conclusion. Michiru and I didn't go on any adventures or learn any profound lessons. There weren't any dramatic events in our vicinity, and we didn't run around trying to unravel some elaborate conspiracy. Two of us just laughed together, went on dates, shared a few kisses. That's how our summer ended. Is there anything wrong with that? I did promise to work my way toward eternity with her, but honestly, there's no telling what might happen tomorrow. I might lose my life in some sudden disaster. And for all I know, a cleaner could be planning to erase me at this very moment. Nobody knows what the future holds. For now, at least, I'm living a dream. Being with Michiru makes me happy. Even the dullest of our days together feels like a miracle. And speaking of miracles, there's actually just a little bit more to this story. Michiru, I think it's about...
ち ってユージ、それ以上は言わないで。ちゃんと寮には帰るから、もう少しだけここで一緒にいよう。
It's not... Well... Alright. Still cuddled up against my chest, Michiru mumbles a few more words.
幸せ、一緒にいれて本当に。
How the fuck is it snowing? Pausing mid-sentence, she tilts her head quizzically. Something landed on the tip of her nose. It's a small flake of some kind.
これなんだろう。
She glances around the area, but there's nothing it could have fallen from. In other words, it must have come from the sky.
ユージ、これなんだと思う？
Finally, Michiru lifts her face upward, just as another small particle drifts down from above, glittering brilliantly in the sun. The particle in question flutters in the breeze and lands gently on my shoulder. Michiru tilts her head again and opens her mouth to speak, then stops abruptly. Her eyes go wide. The reason for her surprise is obvious. Another shining flake, and then another have fallen from the sky. They're small, delicate, ephemeral, like fragments of a pleasant dream. The kind that might disappear forever the moment you speak. Michiru covers her mouth with both her hands, as if to protect this illusion. It's just snowing.
ねえ、ユージ、これって。
How the fuck did they manage to get it to snow? Without a word, I point a finger straight up. Michiru hesitates briefly, then cranes her neck back and looks at the sky. And a moment later... High above us, the deep blue summer sky is filled with brilliant white. Countless flakes fall to earth at their own leisurely pace, as if moving in slow motion. Yeah, seriously, how the fuck did this happen? Wild with excitement, Michiru looks from the sky to me and back again. Must be a miracle, I guess. I answer Michiru's question in a half-serious tone of voice. Of course, whether it's really a miracle isn't important in the slightest. The sheer joy on her face is all that matters.
そうだね、きっと奇跡だよ。私とユージの気持ちが奇跡を起こしたんだよ。息ができないぐらい嬉しい。
Throwing her arms around my neck, she proceeds to squeeze so tightly that I can barely breathe. I respond with a powerful hug of my own.
本当に冬みたい。クリスマスだよね、これ。ホワイトクリスマス。
White Christmas at the end of August. It's a little early in the year for that.
早くないよ。クリスマスイブイブイブイブイだよ。すごい。ユージと一緒にいると奇跡まで起こるなんて。また新しい世界を見せてくれた。本当すごい。嬉しい。ユージ、好き。大好き。
Aww. The gleaming flakes from the sky cover the ground around us, as if to magically seal our feelings into the earth itself for all eternity. Alone in our own radiant little world, our eyes smarting from the brilliance all around us, Michiru and I embrace and share a long kiss. And so, the story of our uneventful summer together is bookmarked by a single miracle. This year, Christmas came early for us. Came earlier for us than anyone else in the world. How did they manage to pull that off? That's it. Yeah. There it is. That's Michiru's after story, and holy hell, that was actually really adorable. I did it, guys. I did it. I got through all the after stories. Now we just gotta get through the credits. Alright, I don't have to play this tomorrow now. Okay, I feel like this was the perfect one to finish the after stories on. Just because of how it ended. Just because of how this went. This feels like the perfect end to the after stories. I'm just enjoying this, guys. Ooh. Okay, I don't remember ever seeing that CG. She's got the classic toast in her mouth. God damn it. Guys, I love Michiru a lot. She's great. She's a dumbass, but she's my favorite dumbass. I'm a little sad I won't know what's gonna happen beyond this. I actually am a little sad. There's like gonna be no more of like this specific story. This specific storyline here. There's no more of it. That's it. We don't know where the Yuji Michiru train goes to. The ending was also a little sad too. Just for like, you know, going with the I don't know if we'll actually still be together, but don't forget me kind of thing. Okay, that's adorable. Standing in a field of sunflowers. Too good, guys. Honestly, it's too good. I love this game, guys. I love it. Just the ending is making me cry. Come on, end already, please. Just end already. fucking love this game. Is it just gonna snow forever? Oh, we're back.
雪だ。ユージは本当はサンタさんだったのかもしれない。
My god, even after the credits, there's still more. Don't be ridiculous. I'm just me.
そっか。でも奇跡ってあるんだね。でもこんな夏に雪なんて降るのかな。これってなんだろう。
Seems Michiru is beginning to regard this brilliant display above us with a certain degree of skepticism. That's understandable. Snow couldn't possibly fall in this heat. And of course, this miracle wasn't created by God or a magical snow globe. There's a more logical explanation. Are you curious about this stuff?
もちろん気になる。
Alright then. Allow me to explain. This right here is chaff.
チャフ？チャフって何？
Oh my god. Chaff is chaff. Just look it up, alright?
上？
Oh, just look up. It's an old strategic bomber, actually.
いや、どういうこと？
That thing is incredibly well maintained, you know? That's the only reason it's still flight-worthy after all these years.
ねえユージ、その古の爆撃機がなんか大量にキラキラしたものをばらまいているように見えるんだけど。
Ah, you finally noticed? Allow me to explain. That bomber is currently dispersing a cloud of radar deception countermeasures above Mishima Cape. In other words, it's deploying chaff.
チャフが未だによくわからないんですけど。
Not to worry, I'll explain. Chaff refers to a cloud of small objects spewed into the air in order to disrupt enemy radars. Now, modern chaff is composed of incredibly tiny particles. When it's in a bottle, it actually looks like a liquid. A bit of a funny story here, but one time, an old buddy of mine accidentally opened a bottle of the stuff indoors. He closed it right away, but the chaff had already spread all across the room. Our noses were stinging for hours.
いや、全然笑うポイントがわからないんですけども。
In any case, back in the World War II era, they used chopped up strips of aluminum foil instead. For today's operation, we utilized a reproduction of that sort of chaff. It sparkles just like snow when the sun hits it, see? It's a truly beautiful sight. And that is chaff.
チャフはわかったけど、つまりどういうこと？ユージが飛行機を飛ばしたってこと？
Strategic bomber? No, strategic bomber. Oh, sorry. It's about time to let the pilot know our op was a success. This is Mishima Cape Base, calling Alpha. This is Mishima Cape Base, calling Alpha. Operation Midsummer Miracle is a success. Mission complete. Mission complete.
こちらアルファ、こちらアルファ。チャフの散布は現時刻をもって全て終了。目標達成。ベースからの指示を受理。ただいまから三島崎を離脱。エリスベースへと帰還する。オーバー。
You were right on target, and your timing was perfect. Thanks again. Over.
なに、気にすることは何もない。他でもないお前の頼みだからな。無限に断ったら朝子に叱られちまう。オーバー。
Not to worry. He personally pulled that bomber out of the sea near Kenya and repaired it. It's not military property. I mean, think about it. There's no way he could fly through Japanese airspace if it wasn't a civilian plane, right?
そんなところの心配なんてしてないですけど。
And what's got you so flustered? Colonel Texas won't cause us any trouble.
そういうことじゃないもん。
Bit of a digression here, but Colonel Texas was actually promoted to MG when he retired. He must prefer... he just prefers to go by his old rank, so everyone's still...
そんなの知らないもん。大佐と少々、どっちが偉いとかもよくわかんないし。
Major General? Come on, the Colonel's heading back to Saipan now. Let's wave goodbye.
振らない。何その、あの雪は、チャフで、ユージが全部やってたの？
Precisely. You really wanted your snow, so I was trying to think of a suitable alternative. And then it hit me. Chaff.
もう、チャフチャフうるさい。気持ちは嬉しいけど、空気飛ばすとか、ちょっと意味わかんないんですけど。
It's a strategic bomber. What's the problem? Did I upset you somehow?
不満じゃないけど、複雑すぎて素直に喜べない。
Once again, I hug Michiru tightly in my arms. Listen carefully, Michiru. It's all a matter of perspective.
そんな話はもういいよ。飛行機の音が遠くからしてるのに、そんな話はいいよ。
It's a strategic...
戦略爆撃機でしょ。わかったわよ、もう。やだ、こんなの。全然思ってた感じのデートじゃない。やっぱりこんなの違う。
The plane is out of sight by now, but the sky around us is still full of chaff. Quite a splendid sight, if I do say so myself.
ユージらしいって言えばユージらしいけどさ。
Michiru, my dear,
何？
perhaps we should consider visiting the Texas Military Forces Museum for our honeymoon.
もう知らない。
With this, our summer came to an aluminum-filled ending. Before I take my leave, let me ask you one last time. Do you believe in miracles? They really do exist, you know. But when they're the product of pure coincidence, they're not particularly meaningful. When it comes to putting the smile on the face of the woman he loves, I think a man should make his own miracles. It doesn't have to be flashy. Quietly nurturing your love for years on end certainly qualifies. In fact, that sort of miracle is worth far more in the long run. Does Michiru see me as a fraud, a magician, Santa Claus, or perhaps something else entirely? It's hard to say for sure, but even as she gripes and grumbles, I can see the happiness on her face. And that's more than enough for me. Not to repeat myself, but anyone can make a miracle if they play the cards right. Yes, even you yourself. All's well that ends well, as they say. Now then, what can you do for the woman you love? I think it's your turn to create a miracle.
グリザイアの迷宮。
There we go. Now we're officially done her story. Officially. Actually. Truly.
始めないんだからね。
Where do I go for...
環境設定じゃないんだからね。
We're 92% done all of Grisaia.
シナリオ進行度の確認なんてしないんだからね。
All that's left are the short stories. So those will be saved for another time.
始めないんだからね。
These will be saved for another time. Not this week. This is what will officially cap off the end of Labyrinth of Grisaia for us. that'll officially cap it off. And then we can move on to the two, like, kind of expansions for it. And then fully move on to the final of the Grisaia trilogy, the main Grisaia trilogy. But hey, we did it, guys. We got through all the after stories, and I think ending on Michiru's is the perfect one. All right, I have talked, I think, long enough at this point. I think y'all are sick of listening to me. You have to be. Okay, I'm gonna get you guys the schedule. I'm gonna make sure I got the right one, because I don't need to do... did I do it right? Did I... Okay, I didn't mean to do that, so I'm gonna have to fix that later. I accidentally set it as my fucking background image. For both things. Oh my god, I need to fix that after stream now. I gotta fix my backgrounds. God damn it, I'm an idiot. Alright. There we go. That's the correct one now. Alright, so. It is Sunday. So tomorrow will be the new week according to the schedule we have. So, what do we got for it? Right there. So tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning, 10 a.m., we'll be starting our playthrough of Pokemon Crystal. That was the one you guys voted for. That's the one that won by pretty much a landslide. Like, an absolute landslide. So, yeah, tomorrow we start Pokemon Crystal. Tuesday will also be Pokemon Crystal at 10. Wednesday taking off just because I want my 2 days off. Thursday at 6 will be we'll just continue with Pokemon Crystal from where we left off from the first two. Friday taking off because it's my late day. I mean, it's Valentine's Day, but it's my late day at work, so I won't be getting home till like 10 o'clock at night, like almost 10:30 at night, which sucks ass, but it is what it is. Saturday, though. Saturday, that's gonna be an interesting one, a fun one. A certain someone who was in the stream and lurking, good old Lumi Mari, I think you guys know her by now. She's gonna be having a nice little fun event on the 15th. And at 6 o'clock during her 12-hour Love-a-thon event, me and her are gonna be doing some Just Dance. I got my Switch, I got Just Dance loaded and, you know, set. Like, you know, it's downloaded, so yeah. We're gonna be busting a move. Well, she's gonna bust a move. I'm probably gonna bust an ankle. We'll see what happens. But it is going to be fun as fuck. I can tell you right now, it's gonna be absolutely fun as fuck. And then Sunday, we will be back with Gunpla and Chill once again. Now that I've got, you know, my God Hand nippers again. And which kit will it be? The Astria Type F or the new Gundam? I'm gonna say... The only hint I'll give you guys is if you know what this kit is, it'll tell you which one I'm gonna be building. There's your hint. This kit here is the hint on which one of those two I'll be building. Not a clue? That's fair. But if you look up New Gundam and Astria Type F, that'll tell you a little bit more. That might give you a little bit more of a hint with this is the hint. This is the hint. Look up those two Gundams, and I think you'll figure out which one. Also, good lord, I gotta tighten that one's joints. It is loose as shit, because it's been sitting inside armor for years. Alright, anyway. God, I really gotta fix my freaking backgrounds now. Ugh, look terrible. They look absolutely terrible. Nah, I'm not gonna raid out tonight. Nah, that's fine. So, thank you, everybody, for watching, commenting, lurking. Thanks again also for the bits and the gift subs. Appreciate it a lot, guys. You guys are awesome. Right, I will be back tomorrow at 10 for some Pokemon Crystal. So, I hope you all have yourselves a great rest of your night, and I'll see you next time.